Hey everyone, it's Matthew from The Daily Trade. I'm actually here to bring you a little bit of what you're looking at in an average day of the market. Currently, I am in one position, and this is just to actually show everyone what we do in the market and how to actually see everything. So I'm going to run you down just a little bit on what I'm looking at currently, how to look at it, what you're looking at in different areas. And this is where it's going to get very resourceful to you to actually know what's going to go on. So let's go ahead and start off. So right now I'm in LK. Obviously, we can see that the chart is moving. It broke out just a little bit. And so we want to make sure that we're watching breakouts. You can obviously tell by patterns. And I can go over patterns in a different video. But you want to be paying attention. You can be paying attention to, let's say, SPY right here, so you can see what's going on in the market as well. Put it on a certain time frame. You want to see what's going on in the market. You also want to see what your position is, or you can just go ahead and put a different stock in here on this side. But I like to actually have two different stocks and watch them at a time, so I can be aware of everything that's going on. So that's my charting. On the second hand, let's go ahead and head over to the actual trading platform that I use, which is Tastyworks. Oh wow, where'd it go? Hold up real quick. Here it is. So the Tastyworks application, here's what I'm in right now. Currently LK, watching that profit loss, everything that you want to pay attention to, your net liquidity. You also want to pay attention to your bid-ask spread. And that's where you actually make your money, is in between the bid-ask spread. Not the $80, not the $90, it's in the middle. And if you can get one below that, that's where you would sell. And I can show you that real quick. So if we go in here and we're trying to sell, and this is what happens on an average day of the market. And I want to show this live of what is going on in the market, because not many people will actually show you how to actually execute the trades live in the market. They only show you after hours, or during or pre-market, obviously. But if you want to see, so this is what's happening. The actual underlying stock price is moving in value, and you're going to see this. And it's all different with different platforms, right? And we're actually seeing currently, I should actually take this off real quick. Let me go ahead and start the video instead. So we can already see that LK just broke out right here. And so I want to pay attention to that. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to go back over here, check, okay, my price is moving. So I'm watching the price, and I need to make sure my bid ask down here is moving up too as well. So I'm also looking at the Discord to make sure that everything's good and everyone's good to go. I'm checking Thinkorswim. There's a Thinkorswim platform that you can use for a heat map. Heat maps are very, very resourceful. They tell you what's going on in the market, like, oh, this one's up 2% for the day. Facebook is up 50%. Google is up this amount. All these are different amounts, and you can look at the different actual, you can look at the different sectors here. So that's what's useful about that. And other than that, I'm going to show you my Tastyworks real quick. Let me go back into that real quick. Hold up. So if we look at this, we can obviously see that the platform is moving in value. I'm sorry, the underlying price is moving in value. And the contract was 80 bucks, 80, 90 before for the bid ask. And you're just wanting to pay attention to that as well, and seeing the volume increase. This was at 3.05K, and now it's at 3.12. That's a huge difference, obviously, right? So we want to pay attention to the underlying price. Make sure that your positions are holding up. You don't want to go, you want to have a stop loss, and usually a good stop loss is about 10%. Maybe some can't risk 10%, 5% is your tight stop loss. You want to make sure that during the trading day, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to that and always going with a plan into an actual trade. So pushing on from that, we would be actually looking at in the average day of the market, we would be looking at what's going on. So you want to make sure that you're up 30 minutes before pre-market. You want to make sure that you're looking at all the sectors, see which ones you want to pick out from the sector that day. So a good plan is to actually have different stocks from a sector. And then if one sector is not doing well, okay, let's move on to the next sector. Let's keep moving on to different sectors to see which one is doing well. Most of the time, you're going to find one that's doing really well, and you're going to be able to pick one out that's doing really well. So saying with that you want to make sure that you just scroll through yourself, just getting yourself acquainted with which ones can actually go and make you some money. As we can see, the $40 strike right now is moving in value. So it's at the 80.95 bid ask. And we want to make sure that you're not getting in at the wrong times. You're not getting it more than you should. So when you're actually getting the prices of the stock, of the options contract, so like you're changing the value here, and you can see that the current value right now is way above what it actually is. And so it wants to make sure that I'm there. And then now it's telling me that it's below, so it won't execute because it's below it. So, and this will change. If the stock is moving in value, you want to make sure that this thing is one ahead if you're trying to buy on the stock moving up. I mean, depending on which one it is, it would be opposite for puts, obviously. But you want to make sure you're ahead of the game. So if a contract is going up in price, you want to do at least 1 or 2 ticks above, which is perfect to execute immediately. And then to sell it 1 or 2 ticks below to execute immediately. And so that was just a quick rundown of how it's actually going to pertain to you in the market during these days. And just want to give you a little bit of, my background behind it and the experience of what it is. The actual pricing of the contracts, that is a whole different story. But I actually want to show you, where you can actually price in, how I look at it, and what you need to look for. And in the Discord chat, we're actually going to have, and we'll have it linked below for those people that are in the Discord chat, we're going to have a full-on spreadsheet for sectors that you should be looking at, and it'll be in different ones. So the Dow, the S&P 500, the Russell, NASDAQ, it's going to be perfect for you. So go ahead and check that out when we do have it released. And other than that, thank you for watching, guys, and hope to see you in the next one.